Do you ever have one of those days where you want to spoil yourself with some heavily deep fried goodies? Today is your day. Hi, and welcome to Cooking While Quarantine. When I woke up today, I know I want to eat something deep fried and really crispy. And then it hit me, I'm gonna make some awesome fish and chips today. And I was being a little adventurous with the secret ingredient as well. And boy, I got you something good. First, we need some white fish here. We need some potatoes, cut in wedges and wash to get all those starch out. And some peas, minced parsley, paprika, black pepper, and butter. Then we need some Swiss relish. Our secret ingredient today, the golden milk spice, some capers, baking soda, all-purpose flour, your choice of beer, some mayo, those beautiful lemons. I know that's a lot of ingredients, but it's worth it, just trust me. So let's start with our tartar sauce. Really easy, I'm using 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of sweet relish, 1 teaspoon of capers, and a little bit of lemon juice, and a good amount of minced parsley. And just mixing them up really good, adjust the taste to your liking, and we are done. Now, let's move on to our beer batter. So in goes 2 cups of flour, couple of pinches of salt and pepper, a little bit of baking soda, and our secret ingredient here, the golden milk powder. So I just wanted to be a little experimental on the recipe, and this thing makes our fish so good. Whisk them a little bit, put some of that flour onto the fish, and that'll actually help keep the batter stick on them better. Now we're gonna slowly add our beer to the flour. Start little by little, make sure you mix the meal. You don't want any lumps of flour in your batter. You want it to be really smooth and just lightly thick. You can do that right before you fry them too, but I'm lazy, so I'm doing it right now. But before we get cooking, it's time for food fact. Fish and chips are one of many great things that the British had given us. And boy, do we love to indulge in some of these mouth-watering fry fest. Even though there are plenty of fishes in the sea, but cod and haddock are the 2 most popular fish to fry. We know they have their differences, but when you fry them in hot oil, it makes some beautiful harmony of flavors. And according to many, the really first chip shops are from the guy by the name of John Lee. The northern businessman was believed to be selling the first ever set of fish and chips in his wooden hut in 1863. But some say it actually was from Joseph Nolan, a Jewish immigrant from East London, who actually came up with the menu. But as time flies by, there are thousands and thousands of chip shops all over the UK, and people can't get enough of them. Some historians even claim that fish and chips actually helped the British win the World War. The British government made sure to supply the menu to the people to bring their morals up during the hard time. And that will conclude our food fact for today. Now, let's get back to cooking. Alright, we're gonna start boiling our potatoes for about 5 minutes until they're halfway done. Then lay them down in a tray, and you can put them in the fridge to cool it down a little before we start frying them. Or you can freeze them overnight if you have time. It'll make your fries even crispier. Now while we wait for that, we're gonna make some mushy peas. It won't be a proper English fish and chips without them. So let's start with some butter. Make sure you use medium to low heat so we don't burn the butter. Throw in all of the peas that we have, add a little bit of salt and pepper, give it a little stir, and we're gonna match it with our fork. Or if you have a matcher, match it with that. It will be a lot easier because as usual, it was struggle to mush some peas. Now it depends on how you like them. You can make them a lot more mush than me, but that's fine for me because I'm using a fork here and that's how far I'm gonna go. So then we're gonna start our first fry of our double fry fries. Man, that's some tongue twister, huh? I know it's a lot of process, but hey, if you want some good food, you need to be a little patient. So we're gonna fry for about a couple of minutes on medium to high heat. And we're gonna rest them for a couple of minutes before we're gonna double fry them. So we're gonna fry our fish now while we're waiting for those potatoes to rest. Before you throw them in the oil, kind of swing them lightly a bit and then just let it go away from your body so the oil won't splash on you. And use a lot of oil. Make sure that you cover everything that you're deep frying and use some deep pot as well. Just maybe like a minute and a half each side and we're actually good. So what you wanted to look for is the color of the batter. If it starts to turn golden brown, that means it's actually done. Then salt them a little bit while they're still hot so the salt will submerge in the batter, and now we're gonna start frying our fries. This time we're gonna fry them a little longer, for maybe about 5 minutes or so. And if you want them a little crispier, you can fry them longer too. Then we're gonna season our fries with some paprika and parsley. I'm telling you, this seasoning is gonna make your fries so much better. Add some salt, give it a little toss, Or you can mix it with spoon or fork too, cause I actually lost some of my chips doing this and it's kinda sad. Now it's time for plating. I know it's a lot of process, but trust me, it's really worth your while. Once you are done and we are ready to serve, this is a perfect meal for a cheat day or your I want to spoil myself for a day. This fish and chips packs a punch with crispy coating, flaky meat. The golden milk really makes the dish stand out. I was really surprised when it turns out just like the Indian tandoori. And the chips are perfect. Great texture, great flavor. That paprika really brings the flavor to another level. Piece of buttery and soft. Try this recipe out, guys, and you will love it. And as always, if you like the video, if you enjoy my cooking, please hit that like button and subscribe, and that will mean a lot to me. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Cooking While Quarantine. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye.